Hello, and welcome back to Nearly Logical's Let's Play of Project Zomboid. In the last episode, we managed to finally find an axe, but at the cost of getting scratched. We did put some first aid on it quickly, and we have returned home. So I'm hoping in this episode we'll finally be able to start building, and hopefully we won't end up getting sick from the zombies. So I'm really tired right now, but I still have to put away some stuff. So let's get that underway. So that's all gone. Baseball bat, mug of water, carpentry for beginners. So let's read this carpentry for beginners until it's time for us to go to sleep. So we'll fast forward time a bit. Apparently you can't read while fast forwarding time. Okay, well, how was your guys' day? I probably should have done this off camera if I had realized it, because, yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time. Let's see here. So, I'm going to be building a fort around the outside of the house. Most of the perimeter is already built, but we're going to want to put a gate across the few little areas in which we've have an opening left. And then we'll probably want to build some boxes. And the reason for that is we really do want to get our carpentry skill up. It used to be that you could build rain barrels really easy, but in this beta build of it, rain barrels actually take quite a bit of time to build. You need level 2 to make small crappy ones, and level 4 to make large ones. And they're pretty much the only thing that's going to stand between us and death once the water goes out. So it's really, really important for us to have those up and running and filling up with water before that happens. The other thing on our plan is I'm just going to try to waylace to all the trees around my place. Right now it's hard for me to do a perimeter scan because the trees get away, you ruffle the trees, you attract more zombies. So we definitely want to get that out of the way. It'll give us much more viewing range. So that's kind of our plans with this. Other plans for the channel. I'm still having trouble getting Neo Scavenger working. Well, it works. I just don't work at playing it. So I'm gonna try to get that. That I'm putting a little bit on the side. And I think we might actually play some Victoria 2. I know it's kind of a popular game. It's not really an indie game, but it's also not super popular. I mean, Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis are really famous right now, but even for that, Victoria 2 is kind of like the redheaded stepchild, although probably Hearts of Iron is even less played. But I'd like to get some shoutouts. I think Paradox are really cool about letting us let's play their games, and so I think that's good. So that's probably what's going to happen. If you want to leave, if you have some ideas of a country to play, that would be wonderful. Can I not read anymore? Apparently, oh no, read some more. Apparently it stopped reading, but we're almost done, so that'll be good. And we're done. So, I will go store this back in the cupboard. I will eat some bread. Well, let's eat some apples. Because all these things are going to go bad pretty soon once we have problems. And let's get to sleep. We'll get a little bit extra rest for tomorrow. Now let's actually look at our stats to make sure. Reloading, carpentry. So carpentry definitely has the upgrade in it. Ooh, how many skill points do we have? I have no clue. That one. Light-footed. What does that do? Sneaking. Nimbleness. I am going to save this skill point for carpentry, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. It's a little early in the morning for us to be going out. Shut the door. God, I've forgotten all the good practices and time I spent not playing this game. Get our health. Seem to be doing okay. I want to get rid of these trees first because they really do block my line of sight. So we're going to equip the axe. And then we are going to... Never chopped down a tree before. So this will be the first. Do I just click on the tree? Do I... Stop? work. Do I have to equip it in one hand only? Equip in the primary hand. That let us chop down trees? Are these trees just not chopped downable? Well, let's see about some other trees then. So yeah, this area right outside the house. Do I like need it in my inventory instead? That would be a little irksome. Okay. Okay, there we go. Want to keep a little bit of an eye out. So anyway, now we're gonna have another boring time as I chop down a bunch of trees. Does this actually increase? Does not increase carpentry. Okay, good to know. So, I just kind of want to get some of this forest down. Once I start moving the trees inward, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to move, be over encumbered. It'll be wonderful. Man, aiming this thing is hard. I'm sure there's got to be a better way. If you know a better way to chop down trees, please leave a comment for me, because this is kind of crazy. Okay, trees. Okay. Well, now that I've figured out how to do that, let's go over here and work a little bit on this side, because this side's actually the side that I have more of a problem with. I'm a little bit worried that a zombie's gonna hop out of these trees. It's not a not the best thing in the world for it. But yeah, as I said about Victoria too, I was thinking of doing some strange thing like a South African country like Burundi, I don't know how to pronounce it, or like Haiti, which is actually a South American country, but it's also kind of, it's westernized, so we don't have that process of westernization, but it's also like tiny. I'm just worried that it'll be a little boring in the beginning because there's not a lot to do. I was thinking of doing China, but China just requires so much micromanagement that, you know, it's not really good for having, you know, spending a little bit of time while you're talking, doing stuff. Not a lot happens. I mean, the wars are great because you have so much manpower. Just a massive, massive area. Okay, that lets me get around the house a lot easier. I'm much happier with that. We'll take out this grove over here, and that'll make it even better. I do hear the doorbell, so I'm gonna put in a quick cut right here, and then I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, bye guys. Okay guys, sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, back to chopping down trees. Well, so let's see here. Another interesting thing that's happened recently is I work in a downtown metropolitan area, so a lot of times people will come up to me and say, you know, can you please give me some money? And sometimes you give them money, and sometimes you don't. I mean, you can't give everyone money. It would be nice if you could, but you know, I don't carry cash on me very much anymore anyway. And then zombie. I don't carry cash much anyway, but you know, when I do, even then, you know, I get asked 10, 20 times a day. That, you know, I don't have that. I can't carry that many quarters or dollars or whatever it is you decide to give. But today I had a very interesting time where usually what happens is if you don't give them money, they yell insults at you. Usually if they're having, you know, they're having issues in their life. I'm not really sure it's supposed to make me want to give them money to them later, but you know, it happens. But this guy was interesting and notable because he decided to yell insults first and then ask for money second, which I thought was a pretty interesting and probably ineffectual task. And wow, this tree is playing hard to get. Come on, come on, are you a real tree? I am really bad with this whole axe thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of all there is to that story, but it was strange, and I was a little intimidated, to be honest. Strangers yelling things that don't make sense at me, I generally find a little bit disconcerting, no matter how many times it happens to me. It's easier to deal with the people who ask for drugs, because they usually take no for an answer. But that's all. That's a story for a different day. Okay, I think we've gotten just about enough trees. We'll go and, you know, clean up the inside there, get out our saw, hopefully, and then we'll set up some boxes that we can make... Oh, well, we'll eat first, and then we'll set up some nice boxes. And they'll be our outside storage where we'll move all of our planks and stuff to once we've made them. That'll be a little bit helpful. We have a nice little area in there we can garden. We have all of our gardening supplies. Yep. Okay, I feel a lot better about this now that I can run all the way around the house without actually having to hit trees. I mean, I'd definitely like to take out all of this forest, but that just would be way too much for right now. You don't want to see that, and I don't want to do that. So, foods. Food. Nom nom nom. Eat the apple. Okay, that's good. Precious. Check on our health. So far, nothing weird's happened. That's good. And now that we know how to chop down trees, let's take out these trees. So I can see through those, so I won't worry too much about the bushes, but I keep on having zombies spawn in these trees, and I have to go kill them. That's kind of annoying. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. And these things are nothing to speak of. Berry bushes of some kind. Let's get out the saw. We'll start carrying some stuff around. We'll take out everything we don't need. And then just start getting to work. So the first thing we don't need is a baseball bat. We have an axe. And I also don't think we need the big hiking bag for this. Bowl of water, a mug of water, X4. Don't need a bath towel. Okay, that's good. We got it. We got down a bit. And then we will put in a saw that we can saw stuff, and then hopefully we'll grab a bit of nails. Okay, and off we go. Time to go build us some stuff. Finally moving into the mid-game. Okay, let's see if we can get these. There we go. Log 4. We'll drag them over. 3. Okay. I only want one of these. Oh. Well, I guess we'll do all 3. Now, what we want to do is saw the logs. So we'll saw them up into planks. You get 3 planks per log, which we can then, you know, use some nails. They afraid you have to do it each time. Very heavy load. Moving speed seriously reduced. At least we're losing a little bit of weight with this. And then we're going to go and we're going to put some storage up on the side of this of the house. So we will then need an axe or a hammer, which I totally forgot to grab. I hope I have one. Otherwise, this would be really silly. You don't want to be over encumbered. Obviously, it makes it hard to get away from zombies, and zombies are something that we should be concerned about. Ah, there we go. There's a hammer. Moving the hammer over here. Great. Oh, hello there, airplane. That is not good. So I'm gonna want to build these not furniture, not good. Fence, table, and crate. I need carpentry at 1, so I can't build a wooden crate. What I can do is barricade these windows. Barricade. You can do up to 4 barricades per window. And I think I want all 4. I have plenty of nails, and I kind of want to get rid of some stuff. I probably don't need this much barricade since it's inside a fence, but you know, things go south. I do want to be able to I do want to be able to have some. I am not liking this. I'm going to get rid of these planks and go make sure my house is not being destroyed by zombies. Get rid of the planks. Saw. Equip in both hands. Okay, guys. Got a baseball bat. Let us drop these planks on the ground for now, outside my door. And then let's do a little circle around the house. Because zombies. Zombies are attracted to noise. Helicopters make noise. What my skills are at. Cool. Okay, so I can increase my carpentry. That is amazing. So that will help us out a lot. Of course, now we have to go read another book so that we can get XP, but faster. But at least we got some of it out of the way. Now we can build those crates that I wanted so badly, as well as finish up boarding up the house. So it looks like it didn't attract any zombies, although I swear I heard some. Back. Go away. I don't like you here. You're not going to be of any help. Barricade the window. Ah, now that we're all barricaded up, I mostly just wanted to use up those planks. We can go see if we have another book on carpentry. Advanced carpentry. That is for level 3. Intermediate carpentry. Let us read the intermediate carpentry. What story can I tell you while we do the intermediate carpentry? I was not prepared for this many stories. I was also not prepared to have a plane flying over my voice the entire time. Yeah, I'm actually going to put a cut in here, and when we're finished reading, I'll be back, because I really don't have any stories for you right now, and I'm sure you don't want to watch this little thing tick up while nothing happens. I will see you again. Bye. Hello, and welcome back. Sorry about that again. I did discover that you can read in 2x speed, which definitely speeds up the process significantly. It is almost nighttime, so we are going to go to bed before we go outside, get some more planks, make some more carpentry stuff. But we're finally moving up in the world, I think. It's definitely useful, for sure. So let us... Well, we want to wait another hour, so I'm going to speed up time greatly. We're hungry, but I think we'll get some food. I think we'll get some food now. I'm a little bit worried about his health. So anything that will keep his health up, I'm all for. It looks like usually we'd start seeing symptoms by now, but you never know. It can take up to 3 days, as I said. And don't quote me on that. I just read that somewhere. And you all know about the truth of things you find on the internet. Oh, the internet. So, yeah, we're going to get those boxes up and running, and I think it'll be a little bit nicer. Have some more storage. The plane will be gone. Life will be wonderful. Wonderful, I say. Grab all. I still have my hammer. Don't need the axe anymore because we have tons of axes. And we will saw logs. Saw away. Does that actually get us skill points? It does. Go logs. So once we get to our second skill point, we'll be able to make significantly better looking stuff. And so I'm kind of, waiting for that to come along because it's nice to have nice looking stuff. This is a zombie apocalypse. That doesn't mean I can't have interior decoration. And now we will build wooden crate, and we will just kind of line some up along the side of the house here because you need some more storage. And we'll store things like planks and saws and nails out here. I'm not sure how many of these we need. Probably not much more. But I will throw down one more because I think we have the planks for 2 more. Well, they only use up 2 planks? Sure. So our entire side of the house is going to be storage for no discernible reason. Other than, I like it. And that is all the reason I need. Okay, let's grab some... Wow, we're quite close to there already. Grab some more logs. We will, saw them up. We'll maybe make some stuff across the door here so that we don't have to worry so much about the wonderful neighbors. And that will be all of our base nails. We'll have to go get a box. There should be about 100 nails in a box, which means that we're going to have plenty of nails, especially since we don't have to build a giant area around our base. We can just kind of... Ooh, that looks absolutely appetizing. Let's build the door frame first. How do I rotate this? That is not what I wanted to do. It is also not what I wanted to do. Well, I think the final bits of construction are going to have to wait till next time. I will look at the controls in the meantime, and I will see you there. Sorry for all the breaks this time. Have a good night or day, and